Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is going to be a video entry, contest entry into Skinslip's contest, and this was probably one of the most thought out contests I've ever seen on YouTube. And I'm kind of cutting it short here. This is a long time coming. He posted the contest about a month ago, and the contest actually ends tomorrow. Today is August 13th. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. my time. And the contest ends August 14th. So tomorrow is the deadline, so I want to get this in. But before I get into the contest here, before I get into the rules and all that, I just want to congratulate Brandon on, I believe this contest was for 600, but now he's over 700. So, I mean, this guy, he's steamrolling, and you know, he's a good friend of mine. We're friends on Facebook. We text from time to time to keep in touch with any deals that are coming up, or just to shoot the breeze or whatever. And he has a channel that I don't always get a chance to comment because I do watch a lot of YouTubers, but his channel is one that I never miss any of his videos. And I always make sure to hit the like button if I can't leave a comment. And he's an all-around great guy, and I really enjoy having Brandon as a friend, and I'm very proud of him. I told him I was going to say that. He's a very down-to-earth guy. He does some work with the cathode ray with Lauren and Killer Nerd and Aaron Pinn, and he's a big part of the YouTube community, and it just wouldn't be the same without him. So I just want to say congratulations to you, sir. You have a great channel. I look forward to many, many more years of interactions with you and great content that you put out. So I guess we'll just jump right into his contest rules here. The first rule is you have to be a subscriber, and the second rule is you have to make at least one video with your scavenger hunt picks, and then you have to put a link into the comments of this video, of his contest video, and you have to own the movie. So you can't just show a picture of the movie that you're talking about. You have to actually have the physical media form of the movie. Let's see what else. You can only use one movie per question, so you can't use the same movie twice. You know, he's got 10 questions total, so I'll get into that here in a second. And then each time that you do a review of any of the 10 movies that you choose, you get another entry into his contest. So you could actually end up with 11 entries into his contest, which I think is very generous. Let's see, there's one more rule here. If okay, that's if you live outside of the US or Canada, you have to pay shipping costs. So okay, I am in the US, so I'm not worried about that. But he does have some great prizes. It sounds like he's giving away a $25 Amazon gift card, plus he has a big box of stuff. He said he's going to jam pack it full of movies and maybe figures, collectibles and whatever. And knowing Brandon, he's got some pretty good stuff in mind, so he's got an amazing collection. So anything that he wants to get rid of from his collection, I'll be glad to take. So okay, we'll just jump right into the first question here. Is a film with a number in the title, and I chose Cat O' Nine Tails, and I do own this movie a couple different times. This is the DVD version, and I do also have this on Blu-ray, but I wanted to show the DVD version because I would probably never show this again in any other update. So this is kind of a bare bones edition of Cat O' Nine Tails, starring Carl Malden, and this was directed by Dario Argento. And you can see on the back, it looks like it's just one of those very old original DVDs. It has interactive menus and region free, made in the USA. It just looks very, very old. Picture quality on this is not the greatest, but it's very watchable. Horror thriller. And that is that's the first one with the number in the title, Cat O' Nine Tails. The second question is a film with a color in the title. So this is The Hills Run Red, and I actually like this movie. I know this movie gets a lot of crap, but I thought it was very well done. It's a good slasher, backwoods type slasher film. I put the red cover, or the red case on it just to make it look a little nicer, I guess. It does kind of pop. I think it looks pretty good. I would like to upgrade this to Blu-ray at some point, but right now the DVD suits me just fine. So that is number 2. That is The Hills Run Red. Number 3 is a film you discovered from another YouTuber. And this is called Hunter Prey. This is a sci-fi film, and I found out about this from Cinemaniac77, who is Donny. He lives over in Holland. And I had never heard about this movie before. I saw his an update that he had one time. I can't remember if it was an update or a collection overview, but he was talking about this, and he kind of described it as a sci-fi Star Wars type ripoff, and it really is. It's a low buck operation. But for the money that they put into it, they did have some pretty good costumes, and a lot of the scenery was in the desert. Let's see if it says where it was filmed here. I believe this was filmed overseas somewhere, but it doesn't say anywhere on the back. But this is one, if you guys like sci-fi and you kind of like Star Wars type films, it's a blatant Star Wars ripoff. Go ahead and give this a view. I would recommend it. I actually bought this on eBay because I had never seen it around here at any time. I think I bought it for like $4 or $5 US, so very inexpensive. And it was a fun watch. So that is Hunter Prey, and this was, I discovered this movie from Cinemaniac77. I'll leave his link below, as well as Brandon's link, so you guys can sub both of those guys. The next question is a film with a killer vehicle. And when I watch films, I've never really creeped out by a vehicle in any of the films, except for this movie here, Jeepers Creepers. I'm going to pull up a picture on my laptop here, and I'm not sure if it's really going to do it justice, but there is a crazy ass vehicle in this movie that's as freaky as the killer to me. So let's see if we can get this to focus here. You can see some of the angles here at the top, some different angles of the vehicle. And for some reason that vehicle just scares the shit out of me. I thought it was excellent. It was a nice touch to the film. And then here's the physical media of the film. Gotta go back to the contest entry page. I really do enjoy this film. I have not yet upgraded this to Blu-ray, but I will, and I think I'll keep the DVD. I like the cover art, and this is a nice DVD. So that is Jeepers Creepers, and that is my answer for number 4. Okay. So number 5 is my favorite post-apocalyptic film, and I'm pretty sure, just like Brandon said in his contest video, that most people would probably pick Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead, something like that. I wanted to go with A Boy and His Dog, and this is from Shout Factory. And I really did enjoy this film. It's kind of in the same vein as Mad Max, sort of, in a way. This looks really good on Blu-ray, by the way. So if you guys haven't picked this one up yet, I would go ahead and pick it up from Shout Factory. It looks really good. The sound quality and the picture quality are very good. This is the 2-disc edition, collector's edition. And here you have the Blu-ray, it's region A. And then you have the DVD, it's region 1. Yes, so, and there's actually reverse art, and it's called Apocalypse 2024. Which might be a better title than A Boy and His Dog, but it works for me. I mean, this is a solid film, and I know Sammy Falagar 517 really likes this movie as well. We talked about that before. This is a good one. Check it out, guys. A Boy and His Dog. That was my answer for number 5. Now, number 6 is a slasher film without a franchise or sequel. And I think this is a very underrated title. I like that cover art too, but I think this is a very good slasher film that never did have a sequel. And this is called Uncle Sam, and this is the Blue Underground release on Blu-ray. There's the title. There's the spine, I should say. And it's a very cheesy, it's almost a comedy horror, but I thought it was very effective, and I really enjoyed the film. and it never did have a sequel, but I don't know that it ever really needs a sequel. This is enough, but it's the answer to the question of a slasher that did not have a sequel, so Uncle Sam. Okay, now the next question here is a film with a female director. I grabbed two because one answer might not be sufficient for you, Brandon. I'm not sure, but this is Messiah of Evil. This is a code red title. And this is a film that was co-produced and co-directed by a female, and which I thought she did a great job. And her name is, gosh, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Gloria Katz. Gloria Katz is she was the co-director for this film. And but I did grab another title, so as you probably just saw it. But that guy, and you guys, if you've never seen this movie, check it out. It's kind of it's almost like a 70s kind of a giallo type film, but it's not giallo. It's not an Italian film. It's a U.S. film. But this guy in here, right there, he's like a what do they call it, like albino or whatever. That guy is creepy as hell, man. And I did some reading up on this film when I first picked this up from Code Red, probably about 8 months ago. They said this guy, this albino guy, was causing problems on set because he was a racist, I guess. And he was trying to fight with some of the white employees and stuff that were... And this is the only film that this guy was ever in, too. It was just like he was some guy that was lucky enough to get into one film, I guess, and maybe his attitude prevented him from getting into any other films. But yeah, he was trying to pick fights with some of the white cast. And if you check this movie out, he's got one eye that moves and one that's kind of stays in one spot, and he's just a creepy looking motherfucker. So that is Messiah of Evil. This was co-directed by a female, and this is Ravenous. This is the Scream Factory edition, and this is directed by a female. It's a cannibal type film. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this already. And this is directed by a female named Antonia Bird. There's disc art, which I've seen better. And there's the reversible cover art there. So that is my answer for number 7. The question for number 8 is a movie so bad that it's good. And this is a Frank Henenlotter film, and this is called Brain Damage. This is the Synapse DVD edition, limited to 50,000. See at the bottom it says limited availability, and then they released it in 50,000. So how limited is 50,000? Not very, but that's the spine. It does have kind of a cool metallic insert. I think it looks pretty nice. But this is a comedy horror, and you got to kind of know what you're getting into for Frank Henenlotter films, and I really enjoy them. But they're bad, but they're so bad they're good type of films. And here's the chapter menu with the art card. Take a look at that really quick here. Some write-ups here on the film. Talks about Brain Damage, Frankenhooker, Basket Case, and then stuff like that. And then there's the chapter menu. So that is my number 8. Okay, number 9 is a film that you like the music more than the movie itself. And this is another very, very cheesy film, and this is from Synapse also. This one is called Black Roses, and it's a, let's see if we can see some of the creatures on the back. It's the rubber costumes and very cheesy effects, but it has a heavy metal soundtrack. It sounds pretty good. I think the soundtrack is better than the film itself. That's just my opinion anyway. There you go. You can see some of the cheese right there. And there's a disc. And it just shows Rock and Roll Nightmare and Wild Zero. Also Synapse releases. So that is Black Roses, and that's a movie. I think the soundtrack is better than the movie itself. And 10, the last one here, is a film that is undervalued and underseen. And I believe that is Scalps, in my opinion. This is a pretty good backwoods voodoo Native American ghost type of a film, and this is put out by Retro Media. And look at there, it says special features letterboxed, like that's a special feature. But this is a very cheesy film, but it's a pretty good slasher, I think, and I think it's very underrated. And I think it's seldom seen. I don't think too many people have ever seen this film or even heard of it or anything like that. So that's why I chose it for number 10. And here's a little tag right there. It says, rarely since the Texas Chainsaw Massacre has a film evoked such deep emotions in the viewer. An overwhelming sensation of dread that is not easily shaken off. I don't know about all that, but it's, you know, it does have some tense moments in the film, and it's pretty good. So that's one I recommend. So there you have it, Brandon. I hope that was good enough for my entry into the contest. And again, I want to congratulate you for reaching such a great milestone of 600, and now you're over 700, I believe. And you deserve more, and you'll get more. So, I mean, you're skyrocketing right now. And I'm going to leave a link for Brandon down below. So I want you guys to all, if you're not already subbed to him, which most of my subscribers already are, sub to Brandon. But if you're not, go ahead and check him out. Give him a sub, and then go back and check out some of his archived videos. Say hi, make a friend, tell him that I sent you. And I think that's it for this contest. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, leave them below. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.